Hello Chronoholics, I am Dr. Karan Madan, back with another watch review. It is such a pleasure creating fresh, informative content for you guys, so it always helps if you like our videos, drop a comment in the box below and subscribe to the channel. A huge shout out to all my friends and fellow watch nerds on Chronoholic, which is India's largest and fastest growing watch collectors community. You can join in on one of our channels, linked in the description box below, for all the events and offers. At Chronoholic, we love micro brands and independence, especially those that have heritage and history. And today, I'm going to tell you about a watchmaker that has gone through its trials and tribulations and come out stronger than ever before. After many years of learning the craft under notable watchmakers, in 1888, Edward Kummer established a watchmaking house in Betlac that became a supplier of parts to many big names in the region. In 1930, Kummer decided that he also wanted to make watches under his own brand, and therefore Atlantic was born. The brand quickly became famous for waterproof and purpose-built watches for adventurers and explorers. Even their logo is a sextant, which is a life-saving navigation tool used by seafarers. Their most successful and signature collection is called the Worldmaster, because at one point in the 50s and 60s, Atlantic watches were widely recognized on the global watch market. At their heyday, the Worldmaster collection saw many variations with simple three-handers with date, moon phases, regulators, and even mechanical and automatic chronographs powered by classic Swiss calibers. More about the brand's history in the next video, but for now, let's talk about the watches. A word of thanks to Swiss watch company for sending this watch across for review. Today, I have the Worldmaster Nightsky Moonphase in my hands. Clocking in at 42mm wide and 50mm lug to lug, this watch may not be for the small-wristed, but let me tell you why it is worth looking at. The solid steel construction of the case is beautifully finished with brushed surfaces and polished angles that flow like liquid metal and come together at the multi-link bracelet with solid end links and alternating brushed and polished parts. Completing the steel package is a double deployed butterfly clasp with both the Atlantic logos engraved on the two halves. Here's a bit of trivia. There are tons of aventurine dials out there, but did you know that there is a synthetic aventurine made in labs, and then there is a real aventurine cut from the actual stone? This is the crux of the watch, aptly named the Worldmaster Nightsky Moonphase, which has a dial made from real aventurine stone, and my goodness does it shimmer and shine. I am truly gobsmacked at the beauty of this dial. What makes this dial special are the unobtrusive sharp hour markers and thin sword-shaped hands that are long enough to denote time clearly. The seconds hand cleanly reaches the minute track, and telling time at a glance is a strength of this watch despite sporting a visually arresting dial. My personal favorite inclusion is the small uncluttered date window, which thankfully they did not mess up with contrasting colors or frames. Don't get me wrong. Some date window frames are done tastefully, but in this watch, it would have taken away and distracted from this lovely dial. Under the 12 o'clock marker, we can see the Atlantic sextant logo, a sign of the brand's reputation as a functional tool watchmaker, and the Atlantic brand name in their signature Art Deco font. Opposite that, above the 6 o'clock marker, is a functioning moon phase, which can be set via the middle position of the crown. The dial real estate is emphasized by the thin polished bezel and sapphire crystal with generous anti-reflective coating. Time setting, adjustment of the date and moon phase, and even winding of the movement are achieved by a pull-push crown that sets in securely and imparts 50 meters of water resistance to the Worldmaster Nightsky Moonphase. Turning the watch around, we see an exhibition case back through which the Sellita SW280 automatic date moonphase caliber can be visualized. This is how the watch looks on my 7.5-inch wrist. Having a trusted name like Sellita powering this watch gives me a lot of confidence, and also about the general direction the brand is heading after its revival. Then again, at Chronoholic, we always tell you what to watch out for in every watch. In this watch, they could have added a quick release system, or maybe even micro adjustment capabilities on the bracelet clasp. But we all know that these are minor nitpicks. The only other serious drawback that I can think of is the size. While I like the size personally, I can totally understand how this watch would be a hot seller in a 40 or even a 38mm version. I hope the brand is listening. There is something to be said about a revival story. How the brand collapsed in the 70s because of the quartz crisis. How they kept the story alive through all these years. And how they came back refreshed. and with them celebrating their 135th anniversary in 2023 with 3 new in-house calibers. Now this is a brand we need to sit up and take seriously. Not only because of the past, where they used to stand shoulder to shoulder with Omega and Longines, but also because of their current lineup of affordably priced Swiss watches across a wide spectrum of color, shapes and sizes. Most people will ask me, but Karan, why haven't we heard about Atlantic before? It is one of the most purchased brands from the 60s and 70s by Indians traveling abroad. The brand was and still is quite popular across Europe. But now that they're spreading their wings again, you are bound to hear of them more, and soon. On that note, tell me this, where else will you get a heritage brand with real aventurine stone dials, Celita automatic Moonphase movements, sapphire crystals both on top and bottom, as well as solidly fitting bracelets, all under a price of 1,20,000. Other mainstream brands with similar features and specifications price their watches much higher than this. Atlantic watches are exclusively available on the Swiss Watch Company website, where they have 99 different Atlantic watches for your enjoyment. Do take a look at their website, and if you like something, make sure to DM us for a wonderful offer. We will be back soon with another video on Atlantic watches very soon. Stay tuned.